banned here, second by FlyToMoon.
Maybe. I don't know. Who's got first pick? FlyToMoon. Maybe I think if anything, Viking try to ban it. They don't want to give it up. I guess we'll see.
I mean, they could take it, but it depends if they... Because I feel like... Have FlyToMoon played Mag this patch yet? Because I feel like something we've started seeing recently, like in this tournament.
Yeah, I think Paramatch wasn't really like big on the Magnus. Because I don't think heroes were changed at that point. I think just items were changed.
So if like... If they haven't played the Mag before, like in practice games and scrims and stuff, they can't just pick it now and expect it to work. Like, you have to play around the hero properly and everything, right?
Yeah, for sure. I guess we'll see. I mean, they've already taken the Doom as well as the Venomancer. Ember goes with the Clockwork. You know, that stops the Coddle Ember combo that FlyToMoon have been really liking, but... I think if they don't take the Magnus here, Viking takes it probably 80%, if not more.
Yeah, I think if you don't ban it, they're gonna take it. Like, it's the same opening as last time. They picked Phoenix first pick last time as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
there
so the question is now, FlyToMoon picked Bane last time, right? I think it was. So they're going to take the Rubik.
And now they go to the Rubik.
So always want to play going to play the Phoenix 5 because Aloha Dance is a really good Rubik player, right?
Mm-hmm. But the thing is with the Rubik, like, Yamich played that so well, but Yamich is here game 2. Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I know Aramis was trying to get back for game 2, but Yamich is staying as the stand-in at least for this game. So we'll see what Yamich can play. I need to actually check what he enjoys playing other than that Rubik. See if there's anything more that we could see him on, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he plays that Rubik a lot. He loves the Treant, the Grimstroke, Clockwork. He'll play Dark Willow every now and then.
Yeah, Willow is actually the one that I had completely forgotten about that he does play.
Mm-hmm. One of the things, though, here is like, now you've picked your 1-2. And one of the things that they didn't do last time with Viking GG, well, it doesn't have to be your 2 for the Magnus, but it could be your 3. But still, you're picking 2 cores here that now you have to definitely ban for. You have to make sure that you defend them.
You have to remember that Mag is just a really good hero at the moment, and Spectre's being first picked in some regions before any of the heroes have been played, right? Or been picked in the draft. So the fact that they have Mag Spectre isn't a big deal, I don't think, as an opening. Like, you know these heroes are both really strong. Spectre at the moment especially is like, it feels crazy good. So I don't think it's a massive deal, honestly, and it gives them potential now to ban 3 heroes that are good against the Spectre in the second banning phase. So you see they instantly ban the Viper Necro, which are 2 heroes that Spectre hates playing against.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's fine.
Who else would you ban? Because are you going to ban maybe the Sark just so he's a Silver Edge builder?
I think Timber potentially might be one.
Mm-hmm. Just taking a look at what I have written down every now and then. I know you guys can see me look down. It's not that I'm,
interesting.
Not interested.
FlyToMoon banned the saves straight away in their second phase, so they understand that they're going to need something to protect the Spectre on Viking. And they probably can't pick something like Bane because they're playing against Rubik and it's a really easy Fiend script steal.
Did they ban the Venge? Did they ban the Venge in the Oracle to have a chance to pick Batrider?
Potentially. Yeah, I mean, Batrider's been a hero that we've seen banned out second phase every single game. And I think if they don't ban it here on Viking, they have to be prepared to play against it. And to be honest, the Oracle ban's probably given it away just in case, they might have forgotten potentially, right? Like, they could also just pick it for themselves if they really wanted, but I think picking 3 cores straight away is, pretty risky.
And there's the Windrunner. So 4-position Windrunner coming in for Viking GG. We've seen that hero gain popularity in that position quite a bit. So you'll see how this goes. I mean, the control there is going to be nice, especially off like a 2-man RP. You've basically got a guaranteed shackle. Yeah, and there it is. Okay.
What a shock, though, right? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I want to give a lot more credit to my prediction there. Don't what a shock.
Of course, yeah, of course. Like, but I feel like they should have known, though, right? Like,
yeah.
I feel like maybe because sometimes these heroes that you automatically assume are banned all the time, right? They do get let through, and you completely forget about them.
Mm-hmm.
And now they need a way of dealing with the Batrider in the laning stage, like whether it's like an Abaddon 5 or something, because I know Celery has played that in the past. But you can't give this Batrider a free game, otherwise he's going to run all over the Spectre, because it's one of General's not only is Batrider good, it's one of General's best heroes. Like this isn't a normal Batrider, guys.
Question is, do they have the tools to beat this? And is Batrider going to match up against the Spectre really well? Like I just think Batrider plays the lane so aggressively.
Yeah. I mean, it could be mid. Like even against Mag, it's not awful.
Okay. Snapfire.
So like the Snapfire is really good against killing the egg, because they don't really have any egg hitters on their team on Viking, and they have played this in the past 4 and 5, I think. Unfortunately, Aramis isn't here again, by the way, as position 4, which is a shame. I can't remember if you said that before or not. I was looking. At something else.
He's not here at the moment. I thought he was supposed to be back for game 2, probably just having more internet troubles. It happens. Happened to me. Happens to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So, is what it is. Unfortunately. So, we'll see what... Now they've been the Beastmaster, they've been the Storm. I mean, they've already got the Batrider. He's going to be probably... That and the Phoenix are 2 ways to get the Lifestealer into these fights. So... Not the worst thing in the world. Getting that Storm ban and not having that as a potential mode of transportation here for the Lifestealer.
I think it's less about the mode of transportation and more about being able to get onto the backlines. Like, you want to be able to kill the Snapfire at the start of the fight so that the Phoenix can freely get an egg off and not have to worry. And like Wind Ranger just dies to like an Orchid Storm jump, right, most of the time. And she's going to be most of the lockdown for Viking, like at least cheap lockdown, because you don't want to have to rely on RP.
Let's see what they ban. They need an... they don't necessarily just need an offlaner here for Viking GG. Could be a mid, could be an offlaner. I think they have a little bit of versatility available towards them. They don't know what their matchup is, and they do have last pick of the draft.
I think like we talked about before in game 1, though, I think it's when Viking pick Magnus, it's most likely going to be a mid-mag. Like, nearly all the time. It could be 3, and Toby has played it before, I imagine, but I think the mid-mag is pretty standard for them. They used to play it before, even before mag was starting being picked again. Like, when it was popular before, Boom played it a lot. So I still think they need a way of dealing with the Batrider this game, otherwise I think they're really going to struggle. Like, whether it's Abaddon 3, and they try and lane the Abaddon against the Batrider, maybe? We'll have to see.
Do you go Abaddon or do you go to Omni Knight?
I think I don't like Omni that much as a hero. Maybe Omni's better now against the DP, but I don't like this Lifestealer pick massively, but I like the Batrider pick a lot, and I like the DP pick a lot as well. And I think as long as they pick something on Viking that addresses the Batrider issue, maybe their laning stage will be difficult, who knows, but like even in like the mid game and stuff, it's a really good Batrider game at the moment. So, but DP is an interesting one.
Not a hero we see too much anymore.
Oh, something we haven't talked about, by the way, with Spectre Magnus as well, is this whole, like, we haven't talked about this game at least anyways, the whole Haunt gives you vision for a good RP. idea. Because this is something Nigma used to do, where they would pick like Spectre Warlock or Spectre Doom or something, like a long time ago. They would open with it as well, and they would like pop the horn, and then the Doom would like blink in and find the target that he wanted straight away with the ulti. And it's a similar thing here with the RP. Like, you have so much vision advantage in the fight when you pop the horn that I think this is like the rest of their lineup looks pretty good apart from this Batrider being an issue. And now,
whoa,
okay, there's more than one issue now. Both teams seem to have an issue.
You might have just been brooded. That's wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's
nice.
a really good brood pick. Like, boy, I mean, they have BKB piercing stuns in the lasso, right? Which is the most important thing. So at least they have a way of dealing with the brood when he gets BKB. But I think the Viking draft looks really good. And this is what I mean.
For sure the matchup you want to throw up against this Broodmother?
I think they're more likely to put the Batrider mid now.
Yeah.
But I think either way, it's not amazing. Because the Broodmother's just going to farm the jungle with the spiders. Like, he doesn't have to hit the enemy mid hero, right? Like, he's just going to out-farm everybody else on the map. And at some point in this game, he's going to get, like, BKB Diffuse or Ags or something. And he's going to be so hard to kill. And the other thing is, because they're going to be so worried about the Broodmother, and they have to deal with her, like, this Spectre's going to have so much space on the map from where they're trying to run at the Brood to stop the Brood from just taking over the game. I do worry their draft is a little bit greedy, though. Yeah. Like, Magnus 3, Brood 2, Spectre 1, like, they need a lot of time.
Maybe you're hoping to, just go something quicker on Spectre. Could we see the Meteor Hammer this game?
I think we're more likely to see the drums again. Because I think if he goes, like... I don't think he can go Midas because it's so greedy.
Yeah.
I think you have to... Like, we've seen the drums Yasha a lot of the time today as being, like, the big build. Which I think is kind of being set as standard, unless you really think you can get a Midas. But I don't think this is the game for it.
Prepare for battle.
So we'll see how this goes. I'm certainly excited to see this Broodmother. It's been a while since I got to see a Brood game.
Yeah, but this is something that, like, Team Secret and stuff have been first phase banning against Viking a lot of the time, because they understand it's something that they have in their locker. So
it's crazy how a niche pick like this can just absolutely give you a ban.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that kind of seems crazy.
But again, like, at the same time, Secret are a team that feel confident against, like, almost anybody they play. Or, like, actually, no, that's a lie. Everybody they play. So, like, against a team like Viking, they're like, well, just don't want to play against their Brood. Like, whereas I feel like a team like FlyToMoon, that it'll be more generalized bans, right? Like, they're not... This is going to sound really rude, but they're, like, Secret are, like, the best team in the world, and FlyToMoon aren't, right?
Yeah, I don't want Secret seem leaps and bounds ahead of everybody, though.
Exactly. Yeah, that's my point. So they can not, like, throw away bans necessarily, but they can, have bans that other teams can't afford to do.
So we'll see how this goes. I'm interested to see this Broodmother. And they did send General mid. Okay, so I think if anything, General, obviously this is one of his best heroes. I would assume he's played this matchup before. He should be ready for it.
Yeah, I mean, like, they don't want to put the DP against the Brood, right? Like, but again, it's going to be the point where this Batrider is going to have a really good time at the start of the game. But at some point here, Brood's going to get, like, level 2 and just go to the jungle or whatever.
Yeah, so with the changes to the map, like, this is the first time I've seen Brood with those changes. How are you trying to set yourself up around the map?
I mean, it's still the same for, like, you want to play to this camp on the right-hand side. The only thing is it's a small camp now instead of a... No, this... Is that the small camp? Yeah, it is. God, I was, like, doubting myself there. So you get less farm from the jungle now, like, right at the start of the game, I think, is the Broodmother. Oh, he reset to 5 stacks. Now General's going to go.
Yeah,
I think he's
Boom
dead.
is in a lot of trouble. He might just be dead here. With 6 stacks, Firefly comes in first blood, and this is what we were talking about. Just the bat over the Brood.
That napalm had like 0.01 seconds until it disappeared, and General reset it just in time to allow himself to get the kill there. That was really good. And now General's level 3, and Boom's just hit level 2. Like, this is really good for the bat. He needs to get some mana out. I assume he has Bottle or something coming. Oh, he's got another Sage's Mask. Okay. Oh, a Sage's Mask, sorry.
So, you know, Boom now already sitting behind, and he's sitting behind by about a level. Like, this is quite the deficit for him already.
Yeah, and it's not even just the mid lane that's going badly. Like, the side lanes are definitely in FlyToMoon's favor at the moment.
Telekinesis on a Solari.
The dagger
Dagger does a lot of damage on Iceberg, and now the Fire Snap Cookie stuns him up. Gonna run him down, hoping to get this kill. And Scatterblast hits. Down goes Iceberg.
I know how much
really
he's in
well
trouble.
done, and they're gonna get a low dance too. There's no way out.
Oh my god. He has stick on Spectre if he wants the dagger. Ooh. Go on, Celery, go on, get him.
Yeah, he's got it. Double kill for the Snapfire.
Oh, that's so good. And he's going to TP back to base as well, and just pick up any of Spectre's items that Spectre needs.
V-Tune's
he has his
back.
courier
Icarus
coming anyway.
dive from Always Want to Fly on a Toby. Toby getting run down here. Courier, yeah, Yamich, you're going to lose that. I don't think you lost any items on it. Do have the salve, so that'll be all right.
It's crazy though, isn't it? Like how long these couriers have been in the game, right? Where everybody has their own courier and how slow they are, and how many times everybody still loses their courier by like not thinking about it.
It's like people just don't care.
Someone call
about their couriers, you
the
know?
RSPCA, or what is it in America? Is it PETA?
PETA. Every time you let your courier die, it's just yeah.
Aloha Dance trying to stop this pull here, but it's a bit of a difficult one.
Shad and Solari. Level 3 for Solari already. If they get too aggressive on this, like Scatterblast, Fire Snap, Cookie, Shad might even want to just turn this around with a good Spectral Dagger. Like, that's what really hurt them in the previous engagement. They just got whipped up.
Nuh-uh.
You think it's do they take Glow Shredder early on in this for Solari, or is he just going Fire Snap Cookie or maxing out Scatterblast? Or you know,
I think you go 4-1-1 because like when you're playing against the Phoenix, the reason you pick the Snapfire is to be able to kill the egg. So you want to get an early point in Little Shredder.
Yamich getting run down here, and Skewer. Yamich will survive. Lifestealer doesn't commit to that one. Always Want to Fly. He also gets low. Meanwhile, Brood is now in the jungle and is caught up in terms of experience.
I was just attacking neutrals.
God, Yamich playing on the edge here.
So this Broodmother though, like, I don't know, he can't lane anymore, right? And General's going to put this sentry down to block the camp as well. Like, this is so good of him.
Every try helps.
But Boom should hit soon, so at that point, you know, is that enough for Boom to start taking over the game? At what point can Boom even start to move around and take over the game? Do you need to just strictly farm the Diffusal Blade?
He needs like, oh my god, Boom's in trouble. Like, General's level 6 here, he's just dead again.
Somebody needs to TP and help him out, but I think at this point, Boom's just dead. 3 stacks of Sticky Napalm, Firefly still on him. That's the second time General gets a kill onto the Brood. And this is slowing down the Brood.
Top lane as well.
And it's really starting to become a problem.
But this is just what we were talking about, right? Like, as much as this Brood is uncountered for the rest of the game, like, this Batrider's been untouched, like, the whole time, right? So if General has a good start like this, he can just take over the game by himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to change the net worth relatively early, I think. Yeah, he's so far ahead. Like, he's top of the net worth on 3,100, and Brood's got 1,900. A Yamich.
Bottom, Yamich just trying to get a power shot out on a V-Tune, maybe to get a kill here. V-Tune does get quite low. Toby doesn't have the mana or anything off cooldown to do anything about this, though. So
Look at General with a haste rune.
Right into the jungle. Jesus. Just nothing he can do.
He has no boots on Brood. Like,
And
I think he's just dead again. Oh, General doesn't want to go for it. Oh, come on, man.
Up the risk.
Oh, and he takes the big creep off the little spiders as well. Oh my god. So this Brood's so sad. And he's going to come top for the Spectre here.
Shad.
Uh-oh.
This is troublesome. Firesnap Cookie does stun General, but he still has this haste. Scatterblast thrown out, and Shad's like, where do I even go? He can't
what's
go
the
anywhere.
play?
He ends up dead. Telekinesis throws Solari back into the hands of General. Always want to fly dies bottom to Yamich. Solari getting run down here, and I mean, yeah, he's gone too.
And the other thing is, this tower's probably going to die top now, right? Like, there's a catapult wave. And they don't have Glyph on Radiant. Okay, never mind. Might be a little bit difficult then.
Shad just comes back up towards top, but just doesn't seem that great.
Iceberg might be... Oh, the TP's really long from the Snapfire. Okay.
Even then, I don't think he's in too much trouble. And Yamich, he's in trouble. He ends up going down. V-Tune gets the kill. This is looking really good for FlyToMoon.
Yeah, this is insanely good. Like, I don't understand how this battle has gone untouched the whole draft, though, right? Like, they had 3 picks to deal with it.
Yeah.
Or, was it 3 or was it... I think it was 2, actually.
Yeah, he was picked up in the second phase, 3rd pick.
Be here when you're done.
Always want to fly. He's got he just won so far. Yamich now sitting level 5. He seems to be farming all right. He got level 3 on Shockwave. So holding out on the Empower, holding out on the Skewer, just going into the Shockwave for now. About to have Mana Boots with the bottle. And with the Shockwave and the Power Shot, always want to fly. One more shot, he'll go down to Yamich.
Have you seen what...
All this
yeah,
Rider.
I was going to say Batrider's building. I mean... Because the other thing is, like, if you take this tower really early, like, Broodmother needs the jungle, and she needs the space to be able to farm. So if you take this tier 1, you open up so much of the map to be able to invade.
Death Prophet top, getting low. Shad, though, he's being chased. Spirit Siphon doing a lot here to keep alive Iceberg. Oh, Dan throws the Fabled out. One more shot. Solari dies.
The wand... His wand was on, like, half a second cooldown on Celery. That's really sad for him.
So Shad's going into the drums, but is there a point in this game where you think about committing to the late game and going into the Midas?
The problem is, I don't think they get to the late game if he goes Midas. It's like, I think it's just too greedy, and I think they get run over, because then the Spectre can't join any fights at all. That's a really risky exorcism by Iceberg. Like, he's got no HP to play with here.
Not sure he could push in the tower now. Spirit Siphon, Power Shot misses. Spectral Dagger hits on Iceberg. Fire Snap Cookie, that ends up landing Scatterblast. With one more shot to get the kill. Telekinesis from Aloha Dance on a Solari. Mortimer's Kiss is right up on him. He'll try to just run away from this one.
That's a Scatterblast.
As Aloha Dance, he ends up hitting the deck. I believe he started his TP there, too.
Yeah, Always Wanna Fly did get the...
Oh! Woo!
Oh my god, Boom's
just
just...
Flame Break as he was RPing.
Boom! Run! How often do you see a spider struggling to run through his webs to get away?
I'm not sure he was microing his spiders that well. They were just following him, and then they got burned out. Yeah, 6 stacks. RP! Still gonna burn away. They get the kill and Always Want to Fly. Can they at least get General for their troubles?
They have to kill him here.
Shad comes over. Spectral Dagger used. General on the run, and they need one more thing here to get the kill, and with that Shackle, that should secure it. But the mana
problems
Yeah,
almost keep him from going down.
they're trying to give the kill to the Spectre there, but he couldn't quite get there, unfortunately, because of the napalm stacks coming through. So Toby takes it for now, but honestly, considering how this game looks after like the first 5 minutes or so, it's actually not awful for Viking. Like, or at least all 3 of their cores are in the game. Like, obviously this Brood's a big problem for them because he's not where he should be at this point in the game.
Right,
But,
I
like-
think you're okay in this situation right now.
Yeah, but like you want him to have the diffuser and be like halfway to a BKB
Yeah.
at some point, like at this point, right? It's just not where they would like Boom to be.
Yeah, I think it's just
Dire's structures are
usually most games you're heavily relying on the Brood. I don't think that's the case in this game.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So him being this far behind isn't
Dire's
game
bottom
ending.
tower is under attack.
But with that diffusal, like I think they can start making moves.
Dire's top tower
They-
They're only down
well-
2,000 net worth, and the diffusal maybe turns into something more.
I mean, potentially, but like
Dire's
the
bottom
Brood Mother's
tower
not strong
is
when
under
she just
attack.
has diffusal. Like when she has diffusal, Batrunner can still just run at her over and over again. Like you need the BKB to be able to fight, and even then, it's not like guaranteed because of the lasso, right?
Dire's
And all of a
bottom
sudden, it's a 3k
tower
net
has
worth advantage.
If they can get V-Tune, that would be nice. And with the Mortimer's Kisses, Shad gets the kill. That's a big one to get.
Sitting second on the net worth by just 25 gold, so one of the biggest kills on the map overall.
Anyway, we have to hope that FlyToMoon win just so we get a game 3.
structures are
Because,
fortified.
you know, we haven't had enough game 3s this tournament, like we were saying.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They're pushing
That is
top, by
very
the way.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
These spiders just tanking for the tower as well.
And the stolen spiders.
Can they finish this off? I don't think they can, right? There's no way. Like, these Tiras aren't tanky enough to be able to keep the catapult alive. Jesus, this is risky.
Diffusal blade finished
Oh, the
off.
spiders again.
And SAPPHIRE's coming in. Might actually want to go for this. If Toby can land
Top
an
lane.
RP. They've got the silence out. Supernova used. And now the skewer. RP on a 2. But the Supernova's doing a lot here. They end up taking out the egg. General chasing Toby. Looks over at Yamich. Scatterblast hits. Fire snap
tower's
cookies
owning.
there. Iceberg doing a lot of damage. It's just not enough.
The tower was the main hero there for Viking, but unfortunately, like, it's just gonna die anyway.
Might have needed more commitment there. Like, I don't know if Brood comes over, maybe that goes a little bit better for them.
I don't think this is the thing. If Brood goes there, I don't think he can fight still. Like, it's not enough. But this is what we're saying. Like, they have 3 greedy cores that all need farm. So unfortunately, these early game engagements are so difficult for them to take. And now they don't have RP for another 70 seconds. So I feel like FlyToMoon can just choose where they want to fight next. And I don't think Viking will be able to do anything about it. They've taken all the tier 1s on the map already and a tier 2.
And the map is getting cut down. At least for now, things look shaky for Viking, but they're still not down and out. I think their supports might be the
Max
saving
times
grace
two,
here, and I know that that's keeping it close. However, now Yule's out on a Toby, Shockwave, Iceberg, Spirit Siphon onto this Mag. Nowhere for Mag to run, nowhere for Mag to go. And I say that, he gets into the trees, jukes and jives.
No way.
No, he went back.
Oh my god.
No way, no way!
Oh,
Toby, juke, man. Tip him back. Tip him back.
oh, that's amazing.
He doesn't have a TP, so I don't think he can tip him back yet.
Dude, Toby's so humble. Oh no, he's gonna get fouled! Oh.
Close.
Lasso bot lane as well onto the Snapfire.
Fire snap cookie, not gonna matter. Still dead. Regardless, V2
he
gets
get the
the
rune?
kill there.
He did get the rune though.
Had he had a TP to get out, I think Toby tips him back. But knowing that his TP was stopped, couldn't.
Radiant's middle tower.
Rubik still has
is under
RP
attack.
for like 40 seconds here, by the way,
Radiant
as well.
structures are
So they might look to
fortified.
try and find something with this. He's gonna go for it.
Yeah, right here. And he got the RP out onto the Brood. Shad comes over, Boom taking a lot of damage, and run down.
Hello, got dance run! The spiders. Oh, good heal from Vici.
Thought the Brood pick would be a lot better off, but I think they played it perfectly from FlyToMoon, putting that Bat Rider there.
Yeah, and it wasn't just that, but I think that kill at level 1 completely changes the game.
Yeah.
Like, it makes everything different.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Because then, you know, Brood comes back to lane, like, he keeps the same level as the Bat Rider the whole time.
Shackle. RP.
Oh, the
And,
damage!
Wow! The damage was so much more than enough to get the kill. They killed
What?
V2 and Iceberg. Oh my.
Who just... Was that, like, power shot and kisses just doing most of that, I guess?
Supernova
I mean, this
used.
egg is not-
I'm not sure they're gonna get this off. It looks close.
Oh, but that's
Lasso's
so-
there, and now they've got it. So, well, Viking have overplayed their hand. Scatterblast comes in. They lose Shad. They lose Toby. They're gonna lose Solari, and things fall apart where they could have just had themselves a win. Solari actually won't go down.
Get the Rubik, though.
And kill off Aloha Dance. Now Solari dies. I have to go back and forth with what I'm saying. Meteor Hammer attempt. General's still low, but V-Tune back up with Iceberg.
I think the biggest there for Viking is that Boom doesn't die. Like, I don't think the Magnus and the Spectre respected this, like, egg that could come out because the Snapfire wasn't anywhere near. So the Snapfire couldn't get the little shredder off to be able to kill the egg. And now they understand because the RP and stuff is down, they can just go into the Roche pit with Exorcism. And it's really easy because they have the spirits of the Roche from just whacking them as well.
Dire are scanning.
Sage is going to be very crucial. Nothing they can do to defend this.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Yeah, it's impossible, but this is what I mean. It's impossible for them to, like... I mean, I say impossible to take the fights. They managed to take that fight mid before, but without their spells especially, Shad might be in trouble
Spectre
here.
needs this. Spectre needs this Manta very badly.
Yeah, it's really
We're
important.
coming across over mid, and we'll try to fight this out. I'm a little bit surprised. General gets the kill over bottom out onto the Snapfire, so I just caught no man's land. They've got the Spectral Dagger out on always on a fly, but it really doesn't do much for them. They do have RP as well as Blink Dagger available for Toby. Shockwave hits, Aloha Dance in some trouble, Infest gets popped. Now they look over, V-Tune chasing Boom, and it looks like the RP saves Boom for a second, but Iceberg with the Crypt Swarm gets the kill. A little bit of a long wait there from Toby to throw that RP, and now he's going to die too, as General just takes him out with the help of the rest of the team.
I don't know, this level 1 kill on Bat Rider's just... I feel like says more about the game than anything here. Like, this Broodmother's not a hero. Like, without the BKB, she just can't do anything at all. And this Bat Rider's just running rampant this game. Like, he has Meteor Hammer, bots, and Blink now, and an extra 800 gold.
Dire
Like,
structures are
General is
fortified.
so farmed. And now there's a Halberd on the Life Stealer as well, so even if Broodmother doesn't have BKB now, like, this Halberd's going to absolutely destroy her.
Lasso, Meteor Hammer. Windrunner in trouble. And they're going to haunt. I'm surprised General is going to just chase down Yamich. Solari now committing to this, looking for the Mortimer's Kisses. The big kill to get. If they can just
Dodge
get
the
this,
kisses.
I think they'd be happy with it. Oh! They got it on the last
Dire's
kiss.
middle tower is
I mean, they
under
would have
attack.
loved to have given that to Shad, obviously. It's like 600 gold, right? But if they can kill the Bat Rider, not like it's good goal for them as well, but it also means General can't be on the map for 40 seconds, which is like bigger than any kill, I think.
Haste.
So Bat Rider top of the net worth. I think Spectre's starting to come back, you know?
Yeah, he's getting there. Like
He's certainly getting there, and I think that opens up the game more for Brute. Like, if this game goes long
Life
enough,
Stealer.
I think there's opportunity. But as I say that, of course, Shad in trouble. Sunray,
the
how long
drums,
will they
though.
chase? Toby, no RP. Telekinesis out on a Solari. Shackle and the Rage to avoid it.
yeah.
Nicely done.
That Scatter Blast still feels really good on Rubik as well because of the
Attack.
extra spell amp you get.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Boom's trying to threaten this mid tier 1 here. He is getting closer to that BKB, but still quite a way away.
How much is that Empower allowing Shad to hit for? 168.
Boom.
Brood caught again. Flame
Oh, the
breaks
silence
really
onto the
nicely
mag.
placed. Supernova. If Boom can get to the high ground. Oy. That's not bad.
I mean, that's really bad for FlyToMoon. They used Egg and Exorcism here. They need to like try and at least do something with this, right? They want to poke, but it's really difficult to go high ground. Great Shackle.
Shackle could set up the RP. Just gotta be careful about how they use their skills. V-Tune does have that Aegis.
Here comes the hammer as well. They should be able to get the tier 3 then at least. But...
Ooh.
Ooh.
Neon Disc gets popped and they don't get the tier 3.
Well, that's really good. I mean, they keep their tier 3 alive, right?
Yeah.
But again, I mean, it's still a big win for FlyToMoon, the fact they managed to get some damage off to that tier 3. And now normally you'd be like, okay, well, Exorcism is down, Egg's down. Like, can we make a play on the map with this? Like, we know they have cooldowns. So they're going to smoke up here and try and find something with this RP. But it's still really difficult for them to take fights, I think. They do have Haunt up, though, as well.
I feel like your play to make is just to farm, but now they look over at Boom. They've got Bat Rider coming in, and again, the chase is on. Flame Break used. Boom back into the hands of the Radiant, and you know, everything gets used. It's not going to matter. They get the kill onto this Broodmother once again, and they're going to find themselves a second in Yamich.
I don't know what that was, but maybe save your friend Syndrome or something.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Now look at the tower.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle barracks are under
And
attack.
yeah, now they're going to start chucking away at the racks as well. Oh, Toby!
So on to Magnus, and with the silence, nowhere for him to go. He'll end up dead. 45 seconds, no buyback. And
That's so...
Dire's middle
of game
barracks
3.
has fallen.
I mean, that's so sloppy from Toby, though. Like, they have vision. Like, it's daytime, right?
Dire's
You know there's a
top
Bat Rider on the
tower
other
is under
team.
attack.
He's going to look back at that and think, like, what was I doing, actually? Like, it happens to all of us.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Sunray once again.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Just
attack.
keeping V-Tune healthy. Go for the tier 3
Dire's
tower.
top tower has fallen.
I'll have everybody up in just a moment, but I don't know if that's going to matter. They're going for the top set of racks. They're up 12k net worth.
Dire's top
Really,
barracks
Viking
are under
GG
attack.
don't have many options, and Exorcism's back up again. They didn't do anything while Egg and
Mag's up.
Exorcism were down.
The mag's up again, but it's too late. Like, his death means they lose 2 sets of racks,
Dire's
right?
top barracks
And
has fallen.
Boom
Dire's
still
top
doesn't have
barracks
BKB on the
has fallen.
Broodmother either. So how do they approach this
Silence.
fight?
Ooh. Sorry, the three-man silence. It looks like they were setting up. Apologies.
I mean, the 3-man sides, but if they take the racks there, they don't need to take the fight anymore. They can just, like, reset, wait for the Exorcism. They can wait for Roche if they really want to as well. There's no pressure on them to end this game, like, right now. They're going to see the Spectre here as well. There's no... Oh,
What a
Master's up in
flame
7
break.
seconds.
I mean, he can't TP. They've got the Manta. I mean, they've got the Yules. Sorry.
He
But
gets
good
out.
job with the Haunt.
I mean, he gets out with a Haunt, but it means it's not going to be up for 140 seconds now. Like, it's a long time. So now FlyToMoon can just run at them again when they have Exorcism up. They might not even need to wait for that. They can just... Because they're like... This Bat Rider's so strong still. 420 movement speed. Nice. Oh, Rubik's stolen Shackle as well. Jesus.
They've got the Lasso, Infest, RP. Maybe enough. Mortimer's Kiss is coming through. Doesn't feel like it's doing enough damage. They get the Kona Boom. They look with the Sunray on to Toby. They've gotten the kill onto the Magnus, and Supernova off to the side. Not going to matter. Meteor Hammer doesn't
what
land.
Shackle?
Shackle comes down to 2. Rolls the Fire Snap Cookie. A decent combo if it were earlier in the game, but the TP attempt from Solari as well as Yamich is enough.
Yeah, but they don't kill anybody. That's the big problem. So, like, they use all their spells, like the RP and everything, and they don't find anything because of it. And now they still have Exorcism up in 40 seconds. You know, I don't want to put a downer too much on it, but it's unrealistic to expect Viking to find a way back into this game.
I agree. I mean, unless somehow Spectre gets the Scotty, and that's the game-changing item. But even the supporting cast isn't doing enough.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And Spectre's just so far away from that item. I don't expect them to get much more. I think
Maybe if they get Roche, they can bring their way back into this one, but it's so far behind 20k.
I mean, Brood has BKB, so this is it. This is their time.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Just finally has that BKB.
Oh, the courier! Get it! Spiders, go! Oh.
Dire's bottom tower is
So
under
they're going to
attack.
take the bottom
Dire's
tier
structures
3
are
as well as the set of racks. And, or at least try to. They use the exorcism. Glyph comes in, they back off for a second,
Dire's
then
bottom
re-engage.
tower is under attack.
Question is, can they get this? I think one more fight, if they, especially if they win it right here, it's got to be the end. But
Yeah. But again, like,
Dire's
Boom setting
bottom
up.
he's up in 5
has
seconds.
fallen. Dire's bottom barracks are under
I'm gonna look
attack.
over BKB. There's the defusal, and
Nice
they got the
RP.
RP. Nicely done. They'll get the kill on a 1. They'll look for a second. V-Tune in trouble. They focus the egg. They get the infest. So that's into the Bat Rider. They get out, and the Supernova goes off. So will they re-engage on this? They've got the Fire Snap Cookie as well as the Shackled Alex of the Phoenix, but there's the
Lasso.
Blink as well as the Lasso coming in with the infest. They'll get the kill on a Boom. They look over at Solari as well as Shad. They've got the Telekinesis onto the Spectre. They'll get the kill on a Shad. And now the Meteor Hammer dropped down. It's onto Toby's dead body, and GG is called. We're going to another game 3.
And there was some of that hesitancy in that last fight there, though, from yesterday as well, where the egg goes down and they don't know whether to focus the Life Seeder or the egg. And it feels